Would you look at that? Another year has passed us by. 2023 is closing out, but that doesn't mean our builders have slowed down. No. Allow me to showcase what they've been building over the last month and explore some of the new towns and regions on the Terra 1912 server. Shall we have a look? Well, does it need any introduction? Probably does. Hello. We are in Loading's Town. Well, Loading's Town of Paris, I should say Loading City of Paris, on the other side of a bridge, directly facing the Eiffel Tower. Now this is, I think straight away you can clearly see this isn't the same Eiffel Tower that exists in the real world. No, this is part of the Paris Expo, and Loading has decided to design the tower to, he's decided to go with the design for the tower that actually featured two other towers. Now, he's written me a little blurb to explain away what's going on here, so let me just read that for you. So the Paris Expo, the World Exhibition. The centerpiece of the Paris Expo is an alternative design proposal for the Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower is recreated in a 1-to-1 scale and features 2 extra towers compared to its real-life counterpart. The towers reach 349 blocks tall and is now the tallest building on the server, a fact that will become apparent at some point when we release our tallest buildings on the server list. Anyway, to the left and right of the tower are the first 2 expo halls. One is a host to the grand display of dinosaurs, recreations bringing the prehistoric world to the city of Paris, and the other hall currently displays automobiles, planes and submarines from around the world. The gardens around the expo also hold the gas pavilion, kindly added by Akira. To the east of the Eiffel Tower is the Palace of Electricity, and behind it is the Palace of Machines. Well then, should we have a little look around? Now, you can see I've got my winter texture pack on. I might turn it off in a second because I don't think it really gives too much here in Paris. So that was a little hangover from the lovely series of pub crawls that we've just finished now on the server. I hope you enjoyed it. There was 25 episodes in total, and actually this building itself featured in it. Down here on one of the levels up from the lift shaft at the bottom is the restaurant come pub that we are featured in I think, oh god, what was it, episode 17 perhaps? They've got some form of apparatus. They have a plane.
No. Since when?
Since it's landed here.
Landed on them. That's really good.
That's really good
that's
piloting.
Skill right there.
Right, I'm going to fend them
here.
off. Right, you
get on.
Get it warmed up.
Yeah, that's not what we need. You don't need to warm up quickly, jump.
Of the pub crawl, and we escaped on that Zeppelin there. Great fun was had, and I actually took a replica of these toilets here to use at for the final scene of the final episode of the pub crawl. So please have a look at that. It's great fun, and if you want something just to stick on in the background and listen to for many, many hours, then the playlist there is available for you to watch and have a go at. So you're probably already noticing there is a slight frame rate issue, and that's just because there's a lot of entities around here. So it's not the easiest place to walk around on foot, but if we fly around, I haven't actually been up to the top yet. I wanted to have a quick look at the top here and experience it for itself. Now this apparently is the tallest building on the server, which means the ground around it has actually been pushed down to bedrock. Now we are going to have to figure out a way to make sure buildings can actually be built a lot taller than they already are. There are some data packs out there, and there's also another way of maybe lowering the world, but we'll get back to that in the near future. So let's have a look at this then. So wooden axe, tell me, we're currently at 319 blocks high. Oh wow, this is incredible. Loading. It's there's so much detail here. Now all of this here is made with levers and fence gates in true Loading style, as you guys well know by now. He is a master of levers, and the lever details will continue as always with Loading stuff. I like it. It's a very odd shape, isn't it, for the Eiffel Tower, but that's how it is in real life, but it's good. Now the colour scheme is very nice as well. It's gone for this white colour. Obviously nowadays we see it as a very tinged cast iron steel colour, but I'm not entirely sure if it was originally painted white like this. Loading will have to let me know in the comments below, but still, it's beautiful, it's big, it's but it's built one-to-one, and I think it just fits really well in this world. Just look. Look at that. I think we already know what the thumbnail for this video is going to be. May not be. There's going to be a lot to see in this server update tour. Already, I'm itching at the idea that it may be over an hour long. If it's not, then, you know, flame me in the comments for that. But I do believe that we got a lot to see, and I want to just take my time with it all. So we've got this little carousel here. We've got a person selling some balloons. Oh, lovely. I like this. This is the sort of details you need in the town. Little fairground rides, you know, something going on somewhere. Adds a little bit of life to the place. Now this is one of the grand halls. So this is, I don't even know if this is to the left. So to the left it was, well, it could be the dinosaurs or it could be the automobiles. So let's wander on in. It looks to be the vehicles. So this, let's have a look at the outside first, actually. Ooh, very big, very grand, very late Victorian stylings, almost Art Deco on the idea here. I do love the big steel works around it, and we've got the French flag flying through there. Should we wander on in? Now this is interesting. First time I've seen the use of a cut stone, or smooth stone, sorry, in a very, very long time. I like it. I don't think it's not too bad at all. It's a good break up from the normal sort of andesite and stone we all tend to use around the server. Oh, I said it was automobiles. That's very much a dinosaur. I don't know how I managed to get those two things confused, but Loading has built many dinosaurs over the last few months. No idea why, but now I know why, because he was building an expo for them. So if you want to just take in some of these details, I'm amazed by these. And there's also some skeletons as well. So we've got a Diplosaurus there. Not entirely sure what this one is. The little labels around them. No, maybe that's one thing to add. Loading some. Oh, there is a sign. So this is a Stegosaurus, a Spinosaurus. These ones haven't got names on them. Oh, this one does. So this is, what's this one? A raptor? Oh no, okay, not a raptor. And this one over here. I want more museums on the server. I think museums are key to just building a place that is very interactable. We had one in Linford that I know hasn't been finished yet, and I showed off bits and bobs of it. But I think more expos. Hey, I think I'm going to say this as a decree now. Every country on this server in the Terra 1912 world should build a World Expo. I'll do one. Let's have one in America, in the United Commonwealth. Let's have one in the Netherlands. We've got one in France. We can have them everywhere. I think it would be a great way just to show off building skills. And even if there's stuff already in the works, I think push ahead, keep it going, give it a good old go. Is this a T-Rex? What one's this? This is, no, Dentosaurus, Bronchosaurus, and this one's huge. Sorry, we're just wandering around here. This is a Dreadnosaurus. Wow, this is incredible. That neck is so smooth. So I actually completely forgot we were in Minecraft then. I was just wandering around going, oh, Spinosaurus again. This is beautiful. Well, we can spend all day here looking around every single one. This is a T-Rex. No? Where is the T-Rex? Is that at the back? Carnosaurus, and oh, this must be it. Nope, Marsupius, Marsupisaurus, and its tail right up here at the edge of the building. Well, that's just one of the great halls. Now, if we head on over to the other side, we can go see what I originally thought was, oh my god. So that, wow. That's the one, the Hall of Machines, I think. I'm sorry, Loading, for showing it off before it's finished, but the steelwork at this end is incredible. Holy moly. It's so intricate. It's the Palace, the Machine. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So anyway, sorry. We'll move back over and have a look over here. I don't know about you guys, but I'm currently very inspired to build a train station right now. Like, outrageously inspired. Okay, right, we're into the hall of the automobiles, planes, and submarines. It's a little bit emptier than the other place. I imagine Loading's still got bits he wants to put in here. As you can see, this submarine is currently floating, but not being suspended. So we have one little submarine here, little U-boat thingy. Again, no label on it, so we don't know what it is. Oh, the lag's coming through. Lovely. We have a tank down here. I've just spied some aircraft as well. This tank has got a name. Oh, it's the Char 2 heavy tank. Right. Was it a real tank? Or was that one of the sort of prototype things? Because I know in Battlefield 1, this is like the sort of a Dreadnought-esque type thing that just appears whenever your team's doing terribly and you get this very large thing to try and defeat the enemy. So we've got some planes up here. I've seen a few of these dotted around the world, but this is such a cool idea. You know, suspending them from the glasswork, from the ironwork, adds. I just love museums, and I think museums in the game are excellent. Wow, we've spent so much time just walking around museums. I just went, just look at that view there. It's gorgeous, isn't it? That's the back of my head. That's the front of my head. It's just gorgeous. Oh, loading. Well, I can't wait to see what the rest happens here. Now, is this the... Not entirely sure what this one was. Is this the one the Akira built? I think it is. Okay, no worries. Well, I think we should probably move on to our next location. But loading, I can't wait to see what happens. And hey, I recognise that dome. What's that part of? Is this? Oh, this is the top of the Palace of Greenwich. Now, if anyone noticed, in the final episode of the pub crawl, we were in a flying dome, and I think this was the base of that dome. Still, anyway, right, that's a slight behind the scenes thing. Right, anyway, we should move on to our next location. Well, we're in a new town and a new region on the server. That's right, we are in the Greater Middle East, a new large region encompassing places of North Africa, the Middle East, and out towards Iran and elsewhere. Now, this is a town of, this is the town of Yazd, and it's currently being built by Fabisoir, our latest builder on the server. Do you know, we had such an influx of builders over the last 3 or 4 months that it's hard to keep track of exactly who is the newest builder, but I know Fabi has been here for a little while, and he's been working very hard on getting his Iranian-influenced builds on here and these new towns started. So let me read you a quick little blurb he's read out for me, so I can let you know what's going on in the city. This central Iranian city is based on the millennia-old city of Yazd, which has its roots to the Achaemenian Empire, about 500 BC. This place is centered around the Yahim Friday Mosque, which was built in the 14th century. Another main structure is the tomb of one of the rulers of the city. The city features Persian courtyards and wind towers, as well as the start of the bazaar. Well, we can see right in front of me here the mosque that it's based around. Do you know what? I love the Iranian, the Persian colours, the themes, the builds. It really does work well in Minecraft, I think. There's a lot of blocks you can use. The blues are exquisite. So having a quick little glance around the top, you can already see there's wind towers about the place. And these were like a way of capturing the air to help allow with airflow and keeping places cool. Now over there is a place that some of you may know. We're going to wander off to it, but this was the tea house, featured as part of this year's pub crawl. And what is this place called?
It's called Gorbe Shia, which I believe, I'm very certain I know that means black cat.
It means the what? The black cat?
Black cat.
Oh, nice. Wow. Do you have any black cats?
Yeah.
Well, we actually have a type of tea called the black cat.
Good.
There we go. That's very good. Very good cover. And it's beautiful. Like, you come in here, it's an open-aired courtyard. You come and seat round this beautiful pond in the middle. You come and have a little sit down. You have a little drink of tea. You have a little smoke on the sheesh. And you just chill while the sun's just pleasantly around. Now, obviously, this place will get hot in the day, and you can obviously go inside and get a bit of shade. But the details are exquisite. I really like just how it's all working. You've got the sandstone-y colours coming through with lots of different whites and blues around the place. Nice little details in here. We've got some kitchens and little hideaway areas in there. And I think Fabi's just really expanding this place very well. Now, up on the top, we can wander up through this little alleyway here, get some views of the city through here. So we've got some more wind towers over there. I think that place is a little bit, well, as I usually say, planning is up in the air for that place. So perhaps we'll see it in the future for another update. And that also looks like Petra there. I don't know, is that? Okay. There's also, is that the Sphinx? Okay, well, we'll figure out what's going on in the work in progress areas later. But this is all looking really good. Now, how do we get round into this courtyard here? Do we go through? Let's have a little wander through this place. Well, this is the first sort of Middle Eastern inspired buildings we've ever had on here. So it's really nice just to see it done quite well. And we will be having more in the future. The Greater Middle East will expand quite rapidly, I think. We've got a lot of people with a lot of interest in building more Persian architecture and also North African stuff like Morocco and other places. So we will have a look at seeing about getting all that on, and obviously including it in a server update or so. I'm a bit lost in here. I don't think we can get through here, but this is the rest of the mosque, I believe. I love it. So we've got this courtyard here, some wind towers around the place. Oh, these are like standardized designs he's done. Nice. Now I'm just trying to have a look, see how we get over to this building, because it seems like there's a little courtyard through here. I don't think we can go through that, no. But still, you've got lovely little views of the stuff going on, and I think the bazaar is back over that way, but which we haven't been able to get to yet. But there's a lot going on, and I'm just awestruck with the colours as well. I think they work really well. So this is a town to keep an eye on, Yazd, as it grows and grows and grows, and we've got even more stuff over here. This is some sort of palace, maybe even the tomb. So I don't know. I think, Fabi, I can't wait to see what you bring to the team. You've already kicked off very well with your first offering onto the Terra 1912 server. So still, right, we'll see you again in the new year. Excellent. Well, I think it's time for us to move on to another location. Well, sticking with Fabi Soir, we're in his town of Delft, which is located in United Lowlands. Now, a new Dutch city, that's a rarity these days. We haven't seen much of Duncan lately at all. This place is located just north of Hoogedam on the server, and is based on the real life city of Delft in the Netherlands. Now, Fabi has written me a little blurb on this one as well. This is my progress on the Dutch city of Delft, a medium-sized Dutch city built north of Hoogedam. Centrally in the city is the old church, built on a peaty ground, strengthened with sand and leather. It's an interesting choice. The tower started to tilt whilst construction was ongoing. While building, the builders tried to correct the tilt with the building, however, this resulted in a slight bend in the tower. After construction, the tower tilted even more, which led to fears of toppling in the 19th century. The city is lined with, and it just stops there. So, I guess the city is lined with trees, as it looks very lovely and tree-like through here, but I can see already the tower is tilted. I like how you've captured that in Minecraft. It's not easy, and also not easy at all. You've done a diagonal church as well. A diagonal church, and then with a slightly wonky tower. That's skill, that is. We've already seen a few diagonal churches in United Lowlands. I think there's one in Hoogedam. There might even be two in Hoogedam. This is cool. I like it. And you've got this nice paved street through here. Bikes, of course, because it's Dutch, and some just very walkable places. As you said, this is a work in progress, so you can see there isn't too much going on at the moment, but there are already buildings in place from, I believe these were built before they were brought onto the server, as Fabi again is one of our newest builders. So it'll be interesting to see where you take this as well. But I do like that church. There's a very big clock on the top as well. I haven't seen it in real life, so I'm not entirely sure how accurate that is. But it's quite cool. Oh, there's another church over here. Unless this is some sort of like town hall place. No, it looks to be another church there. Oh, actually, there's an inside. There's an interior. Ah, we can definitely prove it's a little chapel. This is really nice. Healthy use of diorite here to line the walls. I think this is a very fancy, good looking place. We've got a little statue at the back here, the altar at the top. Hey, this is a nice little interior in here as well. Good stuff, Fabi. We don't have enough interiors. Oh, it actually is a door. I was half expecting it to break, as I know with most doors around the server. If you touch it, the debugging goes off somewhere else. I've done that many a time on one of these tours. So coming around here, you can see we've got a canal going through. I was just thinking, hang on, is that like silted up? And I think it is. I think it's actually meant to be like this, like a cover of algae on top of the canal, because it breaks up through here. as it gets down towards the bridge. I don't know if Delft is like that in real life with algae-filled canals, but I think they need to clean it out a little bit. That's it's got quite the smell to it, and it's not a pleasant one. But through here, we've got a selection of beautiful Dutch townhouses, all built in a very eclectic style, as they always are. Good use of details. You've got the white trapdoors there, which is of course in our texture pack, the iron trapdoors being used heavily across the board, and it just adds a nice little texture and detail across here. Interesting roofs. I've never seen roofs like this before. Now, I imagine these are a Dutch thing. Normally, it's the gabled ends you look at, these sort of Flemish ends, and these Dutch ones as well. But overall, I think it's looking good. And while it was just a very quick sort of whistle-stop tour around here, I can't wait to see what you've got coming up with this, and also your previous town of Yazd as well. So please, Fabi, keep us up to date with what you build, and we'll see you in the new year. So, shall we move on to our next location? Well then, you're finding me here in the town of Zoppot, which is being built by Nordhaus. Now, we haven't seen Nordhaus for a little while, and he's been best known on the server for being the builder of Danzig. Now, Danzig is related to this place in the fact that this is a seaside resort for the merchants of Danzig, and Nordhaus has written me a little blurb, so let me just read it out for you. Zoppot is a seaside resort town neighbouring Danzig and attracts guests from all over the world with its grand casino and spas not yet built. Zoppot is a perfect weekend getaway for the merchant elite of Danzig. Ah, very nice. Oh, I believe that's probably the casino and spa, so we'll try and walk away from that towards what looks to be in the middle of town. But no, already it's very fancy, very grand. Good use of colours through here. Definitely getting that sort of German feel about it, Baltic kind of feel. But it looks good. We got lots of strong details on these windows. And it's a very healthy amount of life coming through here as well, especially with the tram on a diagonal. It's never easy. Nice little tram design there as well, very easy to do, across 3 blocks there. And remember, as always, if you end up using a design or a structure as a very apparent inspiration for your buildings, please credit the original builder of said build, especially if you go and post it in our Discord, because for one, it just upsets people when you try and pass something off as your own, and two, it will just make it look a bit nicer. You're like, okay, yeah, I've used this as inspiration, you know, any ideas or tips on what I should do to make it better, and I think that's just the way we should definitely aim to do it. I know I've said that a few times in the latest sort of tranche of server update tools, but I think it's just definitely the better way to go about those things. Now, this is a very nice corner building here. We've got some good towers on it, not easy to build. And then over here we do have a little greenhouse, which I imagine would be a place for people to be sitting out. This may be like a restaurant or something, and you would go in there, sit around, watch the world go by, as you're here on your seaside resort. It has got that sort of seaside resorty feel about it. Now, I wonder if we are going to get to see the sea at all here, looking around. It's over there. But I don't know if that's the actual coastline we're going for. It's also a bit of a train station over there. But this is cool. I do like it. I think it's a very nice little work in progress at the moment. Oh, we've even got little courtyards done with little gardens out the back and some coal storage, some stuff over there. Stuff. And also the little climber and creeps going up the side there. Oh, cool. Nordhaus, very nice indeed, and I can't wait to see a bit more of this when it's finished in the future. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's like so I imagine perhaps that this is going to be the seaside here. This strikes me as some very large villas that will be sitting along the seaside edge. Oh, this is cool. I'm getting good vibes for this place. I like it. I like individual houses, big ones that just kind of sit there and have the gardens all done around them, but you can see the plot isn't huge. It's just like the whole house takes it up, and it's just a very grand, fancy house. So I imagine the rest of the street would probably be a similar affair to that. Now, if we come round to the end here, let's see what's on the front of this road. Oh, yes, very nice. Oh, we've got like a little walkway through here. Ignore the bats of the buildings, we don't have to look at those today. Oh, this is nice. And what's around here? Just a sort of like a garagey type place with little shops and off buildings and that. Oh, it's very nice. And we've already been down this side here. Well, Nordhaus, I can't wait to see where this town goes, because it's already looking very good just for having, you know, a couple of streets in. So I think it's time for us to go off into our next location and see this one in the new year. Well, following on from Nordhaus's last builds, we are here in Danzig. As mentioned a moment ago, Zoppot was the location all the people from Danzig would go to. Let me just change the flag around. There we go, that's nice. Good bit of sun on here now. Yes, so Danzig is a very large German town being built by Nordhaus, and I've got a little blurb to read you what he's been up to around here. So he says, I started Danzig from scratch at the beginning of the year. And this is all the progress this year. It is still highly work in progress. The Danzig project is a tribute to architecture lost in the destruction of war. The city layout and buildings are based on early 20th century plans and photographs. Danzig has a rich trade legacy, flourishing as a key Hasidic trade hub. Its medieval architecture blends Polish, German and Dutch influences. Well, already we've got some grand buildings which definitely do have that almost Eastern European feel to them. That's a very nice Gothic type structure there. We've got some bits and bobs going on through here. It's a bit hard to see where the sun may have been best through here. Oh, actually, what if we start over here and walk our way down? I've just seen some birds in the sky. I do love birds in the sky. I think that's a great little touch. Always adds a little bit of animation to the world. So we got a lovely little tree-lined road through here. Very similar to the ones we've just seen in Zoppot. We got a small little park in the centre, tram lines up here as well, and then a large tower down here. Now I've just been looking at this. Is this like the town hall or something? Let's have a look. Anything to see at the front? Could be a sort of beer hall, maybe town hall type place. I remember in the one we saw before there was definitely a building that had the tram going through it. This might be this. I like this. For a city wall it's very good. And also we got some good statues up here. Love the head on that one. What's the look of this from the other side? Yes, same again. I like that. That's a nice little touch. Breaks up the brick. That's very heavy brick around here. This again seems to be some sort of old castle type structure, although it may be a newer... Oh, actually, I think it's like a market hall. So markets would have it underneath there. I'm not a key understander of Hasidic architecture or Danzig in any shape of the word, but I know a lot of you guys at home love the sort of late 19th century, early 20th century German architecture, so this may be ticking a lot of boxes for you. For me, I feel like this is very nice. It's just I'm not entirely sure exactly what I'm looking at. Oh, there's a little roof terraced up here. Ah, this is gorgeous. I wonder if this was a pub. Oh no, it's like some sort of hotel, I imagine. Very nice. We've got some great progress through here, Nordhaus. I really do like what you're doing with the place. There's a good sense of layout as well, which is very nice. And you've gone for the massing type structures around here as well, just to show what it may look like in the future. There's a bit more over on this side here, across what looks to be the river, or a canal type thing. Let me change the sun background again. So I think the issue is this place is facing north a lot of the time, so you don't really get the sun in the right direction for the shaders. But hey, it's looking good. We've got a nice building here, and I've just spied this little bridge down here. I do like little bridges. There's one in the distance as well, across this what looks to be some sort of canal. Hey, I think I've seen that in the old Danzig. I think that may be the town hall. Let's go have a quick gander. Oh, very nice. It's got a bit of a train station feel to it. I wonder if it is the train station. Yes, I would say that probably is a train station. Again, we can find out later when Nordhaus builds some more and he gives me another blurb to read out. But still, very nice builds indeed, Nordhaus. Danzig Hautbeliar. Oh, it is. It's the train station. Hey. Train station architecture seems to be very universal across the board, I would say. Excellent. Well, I can't wait to see more of this in the new year. I think it's time for us to move on to our next location. Well, you're finding me here in the second of our new regions. This is the East Asian territories, known as EAT. I believe that's the acronym for it. A bit strange, I know. We are here in Byzantines and Akira's town of Yamashina. I will butcher a lot of these pronunciations in this Japanese-inspired town. I apologise to all of those weeaboos and Japanese people out there, because, yes, sorry. As you know, I can barely even speak English words. Now, this place here, if I just quickly read you the blurb, the ward of Yamashina is primarily based on the Kaizumo area of Hagishima ward in Kyoto. I don't believe I've said any of those words correctly. Japan. Its striking centerpiece is the Yakuza Pagoda in the Hakinji Temple. The current pagoda stands 64 meters or 69 blocks tall and was built in 1408. The ward as a whole features Zen gardens, temples, cafes, and a wide variety of greenery. The overall aim of this project is to introduce a new style to the realistic building community, as well to evoke a sense of peace and tranquility. Well, we already do feel very tranquil and at peace here in this beautiful Zen garden. Walking through these torii gates here, I'd feel at peace. There, as you can see, with the sun gazing behind it, is the pagoda. Now, I have a little map here from Akira just to kind of wander around. So I already think I'm in the wrong place. So I don't know. I think I should just wander around and soak in all of this realistic Japanese buildings. Now, what's interesting is the way the blurb was written is, yes, Japanese style of architecture in Minecraft is always kind of cartoonishly done. Never a serious sort of attempt to make it work. It's always a case of like, oh, I'm going to build like a big pagoda, and then that's it. Yes, they have built a big pagoda, but they've also built it at a very nice angle, sitting here in a very nice garden in a temple, employing more just realism around the place. Not once have I stepped foot in here and gone, oh, this feels a bit cartoonish. No, it's actually gorgeous. We were here for the pub crawl as well. I believe that one over there, the bunker cafe, was part of it, where we introduced us to Dave. Dave! It's like lovely Japanese.
Whoa, what?
Where did that come from?
It's a firework.
It's like a shuriken being thrown at us from somewhere.
Oh, is Dave under attack?
Dave?
Dave.
Oh no. He's got his katana out. Oh.
Dave.
Oh,
Dave.
Dave.
Not back.
Dave. It's a public place. You can't be doing. Oh no.
And a lot of goats got massacred upstairs. And then there was a cat cafe somewhere. I'm not sure that's here. But still, I'm just in love with the vibe around here. I think you guys have really nailed that completely. I've never been to Japan, never been to anything Japan related, so I don't know if all of this is real, but it just feels it. You know, you've got little areas. This looks to be some sort of kitchen. In the temple, you've got another torii gate here, and you've got these little buildings elevated above the ground. I can open the doors, right? As I said earlier, I never know if I can open doors or not without it breaking the debugging. But I think you guys can agree, if we just kind of walk around, you get a sense of just well-being. These little trees here, these little rocks around the place. A lot of thought and care has gone into building this and constructing it with some level of realism. Now, if we kind of wander back down this street here, you've got buildings, you've got shops, you've got houses. There's a lot of different styles going on already. And it's quite eclectic. Ooh, what's in here? Some little balloons going on. I feel like this is Shiro, and I feel like Shiro's always just got balloons around the place. Not sure why. Let me know in the comments below. But this is nice. Oh, we got a little restaurant here, and then these. I see these around the place all the time. I don't know what they are. So if anyone knows what they are, can you please let me know in the comments, because I'm astounded that they're just like a detail everywhere. I'm just like, I think they're like a portal, like something from Portal, like one of the turrets or something. I don't know. That's all that goes through my head. But we walk back through here again. We got another street off that way. More beautiful buildings. It's a good use of heads here. Like there's definitely been some thought into the details around here as well. And yes, I honestly cannot wait to see what happens with this town in the future. It's gorgeous and it's so sprawling now. Is that a little Zen garden down there? Is that where we were? Where did we start? Oh, we started here. So yes, perhaps opposite here. This is like a little area. We've got some trees going on, and then we got is that Akira and Byzantine just sitting here chilling under this little area. Oh, very nice indeed, guys. Well, like I said earlier, I can't wait to see where this place comes. Oh, excuse me, sir. You know the pub crawl's over. Sir, I'm gonna have to. I'm sorry, but you leave me no choice. Oh, there we go. Sorry, there was a rage filled me then. You may not have heard it in my voice with my dulcet tones, but I was infuriated by that a goat coming out here. What's this place? Oh, yes, there is. Okay, so the cat cafe is down this way. It was around this corner here. I knew it was here. So it was the Yakaza Nico Cafe, Onsen. Oh yeah, the hot springs. Now this is a cool little design. Oh, beautiful. At peace. Oh. Well then. We'll come back in the new year and have a good old walk around. I know we've just had a little whistle-stop wander, but there's lots to see, and there's only so many minutes in the video. So, let us leave this place behind and go off to our next location. Well, you're finding me here in the German city of Bruhl, built by Shiro, who again is one of our newer builders. He started earlier in the year, and I believe the last place we saw was the Schloss Ostenburg. Is that how we pronounced it? Yes, it is. Schloss Ostenburg, which was this one over here, and we showed this off during the autumn update, with all of the trees being very autumnal, the large gardens and that. And I remember seeing this area down here, looking at this pavilion going, yes, this is obviously off doing something. But I didn't realise then that the rest of the town would be built around here. So this is based on the real life city or town of Bruhl. And Shiro has said in his blurb, let me read it out to you. Bruhl is a small town that is mainly known for its palace, the Schloss Ostenburg. I took parts of Bruhl and packed them together compactly to make it smaller. Bruhl has a few points of interest. One mammoth tree park, a marketplace without any market stalls, lol, 2 churches. The whole place will be surrounded by farmland, and sadly, I wasn't able to finish the north part of the town, but the south part's completely done. But without life. Life and rest are coming soon. There are some flying stuff above the gardens, the palace, try avoiding showing that. So, this area around here, let's have a little wander and see. So we're at a small little German town, very nice. Got one of the churches up there with a star that looks a bit offset. Now, that may be because the spire is probably a 2-block centre. And yes, it is. And obviously that's one of the only ways you can kind of get it going, but this is nice. An angled church. We're seeing a lot of those now. It's brave. Angled churches, I can imagine, are just a nightmare. I've not built one yet. I may have to, just to show how it's done as well. So we've got these little sort of thatchwork buildings through here with the sticks on them, fences, sorry, which replicate the sort of timber frame stuff you do get. This car is kind of just blocking the street here. Sir, do you mind moving on down? But I like it. A diagonal road's always good to have. Adds a lot of life to the place. And then we come out here into a larger sort of square area. I do wonder if this perhaps is the market square. Oh no, this is just a little area off here. Oh, you can see the castle. So if you're up in like a window up here, and you can just about see the roof of the Schloss up there. Very nice. I like the yellow. That's a very good bright colour through there. Matches the palace up around the back. And we've got a few other little side streets and gardens going on. This is really nice. Lots of life. I don't know what you mean by there was no life. And then this is a sort of taster of the fields and yet to come. And we got a small little farmstead out here. I do like farmsteads. I think Aussie does them well as well, especially all of his farmland he's built throughout Ostend and the lower part of the United Lowlands. So English, the last surviving mammoth tree in Bruhl. Okay, so it's a very large like pine tree. Wow, it's a nice little park for it. Written here in Deutsch, der letzten Oberlaben Mambuff in Bruhl. with the L on the other side. Okay, very nice. Right, what else is there to see through here then? So we got what looks to be a train track with probably the beginnings of a train station at some point. Small little buildings through here, little areas of courtyards. Another nice tree there, and I really like these. This good use of density through here, going down from a 2-3 high building to up to a 4 or 5. This is background here again. So where was the market square? That must have been the place we started at. Ah, here it was. So we have the second church above us there, and we've got this little market square through here. Very nice. We've got some little chairs sitting out here so people can come over and... Oh. Note to self, don't sit on trapdoors that clearly are next to next to trapdoors. Yeah. Okay. What's around this corner here then? Anything? Oh, this is the entrance back up to the palace, right? Ah, yes, we're right back to where we started. Well then, Shiro, it's great to have you on the server, and I can't wait to see the progress you make in 2024. So, until then, we will see you then. But for now, let's move on to our next location. Okay then, so we are here in Wob's beautiful town of Hautbeliar. I'm calling it that from now on, Wob, unfortunately. If you wish to give me the correct pronunciation of it again, I will attempt to pronounce it, but to me it looks like Hautbeliar. Hautbeliar? I don't know, Wob. I'm sorry. I'm not French. I'm sorry. So we're here to have a look at a few of these warps. Now, Wob has given me a selection of things to talk about on each warp. But the overall thing is there's a lot going on in Hautbeliar, and there's also Christmas here as well. I just realised I'm not using my texture pack, but these trees, Wob, are perfect for winter. This is insane. Why didn't I think of that? Just change all the leaves to spider's webs and flowers and dead branches. It's genius, as always with all of your stuff. It really is genius. Oh, hello. That looks like the Woolworth building. So what I'll take you to first is the Christmas tree. It's beautiful. Lovely star at the top. My. Very detailed. I like the red ribbon around it all the way up to the top. But no, I want to take you to a place. I want to take you here. To a little door. To a place known as Le Pub. This is a beautiful place. And, the fire's been put out. It won the head of the Prime Minister of Whiteburg during the previous pub crawl here. No, we have Wob's Wobbling Walks, which is a glorious pub built by Wob here. Now, if you want a complete in-depth tour of it, there is of course a video where we, myself, Jamie and the entourage, travel around here. The fire's still going. Thank you, fortune teller.
Here we go, gonna step on it. Oh,
what did it say for you?
That sounded nice, yeah.
I did.
It's in the same thing, I think.
Ah, okay.
Where a breeze. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
there may also be a goat in your future.
Oh, you have a fiery future.
Fiery future.
Oh. I can hear the crackle of fire somewhere. Oh.
Whoa.
We travel around here and we see bits and bobs. Now, what I want to come in and show you is these posters. The Isles Royal Line Tours. Got my ticket. Got mine. Get yours. To Whiteburg and United Colonies. Now, these, Wob, are beautiful. There's one here as well, just for Hautbeliar. Like, astounding work of map art there. And of course, the toilets down here, I must show you quickly, are insanely detailed. Oh, look at them. Yes, this is the toilets. I know. Yeah, hang on. You shouldn't be smuggling pineapples. Anyway, you can watch a full 15 to 20 minute video of me and Jamie walking around here going, what's going on here? But still, back to the warps over here. I think we should go to Warp H Palace first, and have a look at that, because I haven't been there yet. Now, if my calculations are correct, we should be able to, yes, right click on the warps. Wow. There is definitely a colour and a theme you're going for with all of your buildings, Wob, and this gatehouse, I imagine it is, encapsulates that completely. The almost French feel about it with the mansard roofs, And then you have these glorious colours for it, which give me a nice Italian feel. Let's have a look inside, shall we? Alley-up. Oh, yes. Very Italian. I like the blank spaces. Then we got the windows through there. A horse-drawn carriage for the centre. And a long sweeping staircase up to the main entrance. Interesting details on the windows as well. You've gone for the use of scaffolding with levers and the heads of pistons along with oak trapdoors. Lots going on there. Wob, you always astound me with the details you choose to put in things. It's never something I would ever think of. Then we have two very grand staircases. If we wander on up them, you can see Wob always uses the specimen variants of himself round to the top floor here. Now, are there rooms in here? Oh, hello. No, there's no room there. So ceiling through there. But the ceiling through here is absolutely astounding. And then I want to build a palace, and this has now inspired me to build a palace, Wob. You always do inspire me. Keep up the good work, please. So we wander through here into a room, and then another room, and yes. Now this will soon be getting an update in the texture pack, and we'll be releasing that after Christmas, after the new year, and it will feature the new large image for the build team. This one's getting on 3 years old now, which is insane. Oh, dweebs, I miss you. Anyway, moving on, you'll be able to find a picture of that soon. You can also find the picture in our Discord anyway if you wish to see it. This is a lovely reception room. Oh, so much detail in here. Beautiful. I always employ Wob to do an interior on anything I build, especially when it has to be grand and fancy, and I just haven't got the patience for it, unfortunately. But Wob always seems to. Now, what's around here? Oh, another sort of receiving room with views across the city. A city palace. Do you know what? If I was in the position to have a palace, I would have it in a city. Why wouldn't you? You want people to see you, but you also want to see the people. You want to watch it and have it go on. Now, I did see this this triumphant arch down here. Oh, and this is the one from the previous update tour, the Paris Court. Now, we walked around here, and this was gorgeous as well. Absolutely fascinating in there. Yes, and this, I knew this was going to be here. The big old bow. I wish I was as good at building in Minecraft as you are, Wob. Like, seriously. Right, should we go back to the warps? Right, we've got a fair few things to see. So if we go to H Park. Oh. So this is a little park in what looks to be an area that features a roundabout with some very nice curved buildings. Now Wob is doing this massing exercise here to do you know, I love this city. It's not real, it's not based on anything real, it is just an amalgamation of designs and styles, and I think it's really working very well. It's what I want to do with Whiteburg City, completely. But this is a nice little sunken park through here. So you come on down and you're going to get some great views of the buildings around it. Reminds me of somewhere you would find maybe in New York City or something. Oh, hello, good day, sir. May I buy? I'm gonna back away slowly. Yes, we have some people promenading around the place, and then what looks to be a little door through there into something. A lovely little fountain in the middle with an angel on top. Now, this again is the Paris Court. So this is the other entrance to it. So you just wander out of it and you get some glorious views. But this area, once all of these buildings around here are completed, insane. I really do love the layout as well. This place is coming together fabulously, Wob. Really is. Oh, we got some diagonal stuff over here. So I can't wait to see where you take this in 2024. Along with everything we've seen today, it really is just the caliber and the quality of work on this server is just going up and up each year. Like, I remember this now will be we're coming into the 4th year of doing server update tours, and never has there been such talent and glorious constructions than there is now. This is some of the best buildings in Minecraft, and those that say it isn't, you're just jealous. You are just jealous. Well, we have a final location to go see. Shall we go see a final location? So you find me here in Linford. I'm not entirely sure what this accent's doing, but you find me here in Linford, and I've just noticed something on the floor. Now, I think this is something to do with a market may or may not end up being here, as it's a very large place here. So if you know this logo, you might know what's coming. Sorry, Gob, if I'm showing off things you don't want me to show off, but we are here in Linford. Now, eagle-eye viewers will note that we've been here recently in one of the pub crawls, which was featured here in the Palm House. If you're not paying business tax, there's a special tool we use to extract it from you.
Whoa, that was close.
And it involves
got a trident to the face.
It's like a carnival game now.
Yeah.
And all of this area was empty. Not anymore. Oh my goodness. That is a handsome looking colour scheme. The mushroom blocks in there are exquisite. Oh, I've not felt this way in a long while about a building. Oh, that's really tickled a spot with me. And a diagonal church, of course. It seems everywhere we've been today, there has been a diagonal church. And I like it. I think it works. I think it mostly works. Definitely works. So anyway, we're here to have a look at... Oh, there seems to be Chinatown being built through there. Some new buildings. Now this one here is one of my favourites, Gob. I think when you showed me this in varying stages of undress, not you, but the building, I was just, you know, I was unconsolable. It was beautiful. Like this little clock. I love the little clock. I think it's just sexy, is all I was going to say. And the tower on top as well. The dark colours up against the white just really help set this off. And the shape, it's a very odd shape, but you've done it well in this little plot here. Now I know this building here is one built by Akira for your Secret Santa present, and that was a terraced houses and built in a sort of French Victorian style, late Victorian, probably 1870s, 1880s, nice buildings from London. And I forget, this one next to it is actually the Forsyths. No, this is the Wilford and Calvin Locomotive Engineering Offices. They design cars in there, very nice. And then next door we have the Forsyths department store. Yes, the neo-baroque corners on this are gorgeous. To think, Goblin, when we built our neo-baroque stuff nearly 2 years ago in Whiteburg, we would, you know, wouldn't look at doing these sorts of details, but this is the pinnacle of glamour and design and beauty. It's so good. It just doesn't deserve to be alive. I like the flag. That's new. I haven't seen the take on the Whiteburg flag like that before. Very nice. I may have to steal that. Mushroom and all. So behind me is Covent Garden Market, which is another construction, under construction, and the sunken area down here, which I really like. Oh, hello me. Oh, hello me again. Hello me. Oh, and hello me. It's like walking through a field of cheese. I hope people get that joke. I wasn't going to say it, but I said it. This is very nice, and again, you've got a big superstructure through here. Clearly work in progress, but what I want to do more with these server update tours is show off a bit more work in progress, give you guys an idea that things are being built, and what to look out for in the new year. So back over here, I think we've got number 5 is the Rempton. Oh, the Gentleman's Club. Of course it is. It looks just like a gentleman's club. Now, there's a few other places on the other side of town that Goblin wishes for me to show off. So let's hop, skip, and jump over there. So what's great about Linford is it's becoming very large, and it's spanning along the river, and it's got distinct areas. So that part over there, very nice, very new, very Portland Stony, based on Piccadilly and the likes. And then over here we have a much more older area based on a bit more like an Oxfordy type place. I think it works. I like the abstraction, the difference between it all. So we have a couple of buildings through here that are new. So we have the Angel, which is this pub down here, and was featured again this year during the pub crawl. So can I? Okay. May I have? What do you suggest? The fish and chips, or the fish and the chips?
I think the fish and the chips.
Can you buy the fish? Can you buy the... Oh my... What is happening?
There you go.
I can't...
There's a
Oh,
fish.
thank you. The Attack of the Snow Golems. It's a lovely pub, and this one's built by Finky. So not Goblin himself, but Finky built that. And it's actually quite an old building now. I think it's been redone a few times. Next to it, we have a house that Christopher Wren used to live at, based on the Wren house at Hampton Court, which he lived in during his time as Surveyor General. And Goblin built this to honour the man on his 300th birthday, which I believe happened earlier this year. A nice little greenhouse through here. Oh, this is very nice. I love it. A lovely mud brick, not even mud brick, mud dirt building, which always works so well. And yes, the lovely acacia lintels through there. So sexy. And then we have next door to that Crabtree Terraced, it's around the front. A selection of terraced houses through here, Regency style, clearly. And then a very small little building here, which I just think really works very well. And that is I believe it's here as St. Alm's Brewery, which is all part of this building here. So it goes all the way down to the river, and it's got a little wharf at the back. Now, this is what makes a town. Areas like this, where you're just using a part of the river, you've got buildings backing onto it, and you've just got a lot of life going on. Goblin, I think we ended perfectly 2023 here in Linford, because it is a perfect place, and it's how I wished Whiteburg City would turn out. But as we all know, it takes time building things, and I just think all of you have been excellent this year. So thank you all so very much, builders. We came here for the open house recently, the Christmas winter open house, and I just want to say you can expect to see them more and more in the future, because it's nice to be able to give you guys something to look around and something to look forward to, and we enjoy it as well. Being on here when you're all looking around excited, seeing what we've built, it fills me with joy. It really does. So 2023 is done, a lot's been built, a lot has happened, and I hope you guys are all good. But still, we will see you again next year for more of these, for more of everything. I have a lot planned. But until then, remember, get inspired, get building. And I'll see you next year. Goodbye.